Everybody in the chat, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me hear your fingers clickety-clackety on those keys. Now I'm joined here by my infernal friend Tom Perry. We're both here behind the scenes, behind the digital curtain. And we're feeling a little shy, so why don't you give us a nice, warm San Antonio Learning Annex welcome in the chat, my friends. Got one woo. That's enough for us. Let's come on out, Tom. Are you ready?
Our selling system.
Welcome, everybody. This fantastic thing you see on your screen here is what we like to call Power Selling 101 with Michael DeWitt and Tom Parrott. I'll introduce myself first, my friends. My name is Michael DeWitt. I am the titular Michael DeWitt. I'm joined, as always, here. Kick it to my friend.
That's me, Tom Parrott. Infernal, eternal, diurnal, nocturnal. Diurnal and nocturnal, they condescend with each other. I'm nocturnal, man. I'm sleeping in the daytime, and I'm working on the nighttime on my sales.
That's right. And there's no better way to sharpen those sales knives than on the slattering stone of this seminar right here, which comes to you live and direct from the San Antonio. When I say San Antonio, you say Learning Annex. San Antonio.
Learning Annex.
San Antonio.
Learning Annex.
In about 30 seconds, I'll see if anyone typed that. This is an educational.
No one did. Oh no, a couple people. One person did.
Perfect. That's all.
Two people did. Fantastic.
This is an educational seminar provided free of course, thanks to a generous donation from the Carter Silk family, the Pear Apple Family Tree Fair, County Fair, and the New Mervyn's card. Everything you'll see here is all about how to sell on eBay. We're here to provide you with the knowledge you need to get your skills up to snuff. I don't know what other way to say that, Tom.
I think that's the best way to say it. We want you to be able to sell as powerfully as you deserve to sell. Hold on, something's going on. I keep having like a part of my face keeps vanishing. What the heck? Hold on.
While you try and deal with your vanishing face, I'm going to say hello to some friends here in the chat tonight. It is a wonderful night. I'm so glad I'm being joined here by Helena Jang. Welcome. I love the way you spell yes there with some squiggles to prolong the perfunctory yes there at the end. Cola 212, yay. Anti-influencer, I see you there. Ice cream cone, I love the pun.
Oh, Ice Cream Cone! I saw them watching the what's it called? Discomfort Zone, a Friday night show.
Oh my gosh, they must be huge fans of the stand-up comic Jay Light.
They perhaps may be. Royce Shockley's here in the chat.
Royce Shockley, never met him in person, but I've heard great things about him.
Royce is a gem.
If you ever come to San Antonio, Royce, come by the Learning Annex. We've got one of those iPads I discussed last week. We have an iPad. If you stand in front of it, it'll take your temperature. And if the iPad beeps, that means you can just walk all in. Kagol_, welcome. These are all students here. A lot of them are friends. There's probably some people watching here whose names I haven't said because they aren't part of the chat, but they're watching us nonetheless. And I welcome you as well from the deepest condolences of my own heart. I want to get quickly into having our workshop students on here, so I'm going to do something very quick, Tom. Business we do every week to start off. I just want to let you know that there are 3 different ways you can support our show, our workshop students, and the network that we're on, which belongs to the Pack Theater in Los Angeles. First way you can support our show is to go into the bottom left corner to powerselling101.com and check out our merchandise store. This mug I'm holding here is our famous Michael DeWitt cover Learning Annex magazine mug. Some people call it the Jim Belushi cover. I almost fell over in my chair.
You almost just did the exact same pose you're doing in the magazine cover on your face, on the thing. That's dang impressive.
Buy yourself a mug and you can make that same pose in your own home. We have t-shirts, face masks, plenty of things. All the profits for that go back to this seminar for Tom and I to continue doing this wonderful work. We also have
to pay my one employee.
That's right.
Doing a great job.
Very dutiful. Second way you can support is by supporting our workshop students. Sometimes we call them performers, but they are workshop students. On Venmo, you can send a payment to @PowerSelling101. It's our digital tip jar. Everything that comes through there, 100% of it is distributed evenly with our 4 workshop guests / students / performers. If then during their segment they do something or they say something or they learn something that you can vicariously pull a lesson from for your own eBay selling, you can let them know how much you appreciate it by giving a Venmo donation.
Absorb their knowledge and pay it forward.
That's right. I've noticed that maybe 4 to 5 times so far, Tom. Rather than giving you an opportunity to say something, I've just steamrolled ahead and talked.
It's fine. That's why I'm chiming in, because I just want to make sure that even though I feel like I'm going through some sort of a weird holographic disorder over here, I want to make sure that you know that I'm still real and not sucked back into a internet.
Well, I appreciate the assurance that you're providing there, Tom. You are heard. Final way you can support the Pack Theater, who manages this channel. They have their own Venmo. The username is Pack-Theater. If you donate there, you're going to help a small DIY Los Angeles theater as they weather the storm that is the ongoing COVID / quarantine that we're all experiencing to various degrees. But we want the Pack Theater to be there when we return. One day I hope to go to Hollywood, California and step foot in the place. Until then, I'll have to do with taking over their network for an hour to an hour and a half every week. Tom, I got it all out. Is there anything else?
I think let's just dive right into the chat.
Yeah.
And by the chat, I mean chatting with our lovely students who are looking to sell things and they don't know how to sell things. So that's why we're going to teach them how to sell things on Power Selling 101, hosted by Michael DeWitt and Tom Parrott. We're going to sell like hell today. And hopefully, maybe, I hope you have that drop ready. Maybe some people will know that they're going to get a resplendence guarantee.
That's right. We'll explain it as it happens. But look out for it, friends. The resplendence guarantee is always lurking there somewhere.
eBay's got their own selling guarantee. We're going to offer a resplendence guarantee to maybe some of our lucky students, depending on what they got. So let's meet our students. I got our first student for the night. They go by the moniker Flavor Blasted. First name Flavor, last name Blasted.
Is that you, Flavor?
Yes. Hi.
Well, hi back to you, my friend.
I'm Flavor Blasted.
I have Flavor Blasted.
Welcome to the program. Oh, what is that you have there?
I'm doing Goldfish.
You're doing Goldfish.
You ever do Goldfish?
Can you explain to us what you're experiencing as you're doing these goldfish?
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
So you like take one, right?
Yes.
And then the cheese just like goes into your veins and it's... Sorry. I'm just gonna chop up some of these.
Hold it.
Oh, go right ahead.
Now,
This
Tom,
is some next level stuff right here. I thought I saw something like this down in Myanmar one time.
what's the custom when someone's preparing drugs? Are you supposed to be quiet for them, or do you
No,
try and engage them?
Oh, it's up to you. It's totally up to you.
Yeah, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. You seem kind of like a deer in the headlights a little bit, Michael. You've never seen people chop up drugs?
Let's just say, anytime I was at a party as a young man, I was always not invited into the room where the drugs were being prepared. So I know nary an etiquette when it comes to the drug world. How was that? How was that hit you just took there?
Seems good.
What?
That's your answer for you right there. He asked how your hit was of your flavor blasted of your goldfish.
It's flavor blasted. It's amazing. It's amazing.
What flavors of goldfish you got there? I was always partial to the pizza, but cheddar's real.
I got
real
extra
nice.
cheddar.
Nice.
And I got extra cheddar. It's a cheddar night. It's a cheddar flavor blasted night.
You're in cheddar heaven.
Where does one acquire this? What's the synonym for flavor blasted goldfish? Where does one acquire this
Snack.
snack?
You can find it in the supermarket. If they run out, you can buy it off someone. That's happened to me before. You've had to just emergency buy it. I got a bunch in my trench coat. If anyone wants to buy, shouldn't say that, but
Is that what you want to sell, or are you looking to sell something else?
I was gonna sell that, but then I ate all of it before I got on the show.
Ah,
Let me try. Can I sell this one goldfish?
a
Nope,
single
sorry.
goldfish.
Hold on. This one? Oh, no, sorry. Okay, I should probably sell something else. No control. I'll sell this.
What is
So
that?
what
there?
is? Yeah, what is that? What you got?
So this is it's a squirrel ornament. But it is not cheddar flavored, so I don't know how to sell it, and I don't know how to do it.
Well, what does it taste like?
Not like a goldfish. It tastes like a fur.
Okay, fur flavored ornament. I'm gonna do a little research here, flavor. Give me just a sec, Michael. Feel free to, not act like the lame kid at the party anymore. We're all here to have a good time.
It's a lot. I don't know. It's
Okay. I've been allowed in the cool kids room, so
You're here. You're in the room.
Let me participate here. Flavor.
yeah.
When you enjoy a good goldfish, what do you find to be a complimentary music of choice? What's playing on your
I
stereo?
like EDM music.
EDM, electric.
Okay.
What is EDM? Electric dance music.
I think that's what it stands for. I don't know. Electric Dan.
Electric Dan's music.
I don't know. I don't know. The goldfish is good. Music sounds great.
I like your posters here on the wall.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
With the blue?
Yeah, I like these posters in here.
Yeah, these are great.
What? Posters.
Yeah, I see them. You're getting into it. You're getting into the goldfish.
You taking some goldfish there, Michael?
No, I'm
You
just.
take some goldfish while I'm doing my research?
I'm just hanging out here in the room with all of you.
You got a little orange on your mustache there, Michael.
That's because I am a taker of these things that everybody's doing here. Hey, did you hear in the other room there's a guy and a woman we're making out?
Which room? The other room?
In the other room.
Oh.
I was in there too. They allowed me in that room as well.
You made out?
Yeah. I was the guy. Hey, listen here now. Let me see that
Who was
chipmunk.
the lady?
What's that?
Who was the lady?
A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, my friend. Speaking of kissing and telling, you kissed that furry object a moment ago, and you said
I liked it. I wasn't very smart. But
you've celebrated Christmas at one point in time. Is this true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like a month ago.
About a month ago?
Mm-hmm.
I have some news, Flavor.
Yeah.
And this is a very important question.
Yeah.
So if you don't know the answer, allow us to guide you to the correct answer. Is that genuine fur on that ornament?
Let me taste it.
Okay, good.
I mean, it tastes almost real, but I don't know.
All right. So from the power sales perspective, what you're going to want to do is you're going to sell that as real fur. People are even with a fine-tuned palate like yours, you can't tell that that's not real. And you're probably the best mouth taste bud related sensation out of the three of us, right? So if I order that squirrel ornament, I don't know that's not real. Michael orders that. He sure as hell doesn't know that's not real. He doesn't even know that's a squirrel. He thinks it's a chipmunk.
Is it a chipmunk? I actually don't know. What do you think?
It's a kind of, it could be actually, you know what? Maybe it's like a beaver.
It could be a marmot, my friends. Marmot time. If you're an infernal marmot, sound off in the chat.
It could be all sorts of different things, but here's the thing. Flavor. It is whatever you say it is. And you have to just say it with conviction and confidence in your eBay listing, and then people will buy it because people like buying stuff that's made out of fur.
People like buying stuff that's not made out of goldfish?
Well, yeah. I mean, all the goldfish related items I see on here are very low price. I've got furry penguin Christmas decorations, life size, $190.79. Furry panda Christmas ornaments, $999.99. A picture of a dog Christmas ornament. They got a beagle, they got an English bulldog. Both of them are $999.99. That doesn't even have fur on it. It's just a ceramic picture of a dog.
Does the price go down because I licked it or up?
I guess it depends on who buys.
Fair. That's fair.
What you're going to want to make sure of, though, is that there's no goldfish flavor blasted dust on the item before you mail it off.
Oh, that's easy. Hold on. I got a little bit, but.
Okay.
I got it off.
There you go. Man, I'm going to see if there's any goldfish on eBay, actually, now that I think about it. Because you might be able to get, what are you paying for your goldfish right now?
Okay, these are like mega jumbo bags. I got two for, I think it was $5. I don't remember because I'm too high.
Wait a minute. What about if you bought a flavor blaster yourself?
That's genius.
They have that.
You can do that? You can just, is it a gun?
It's a soft serve machine with a flavor blaster.
So
it's got some sort of a mechanical stuff in there. It might be a gun. I don't know how the inside of it works, but you can buy a flavor blaster. You might be able to just do a straight up trade. Michael, your pupils are huge right now. Are you all right, bud? Are you with us?
I'm here.
I rolled him a joint, a cheddar joint.
I think.
I'll be honest here, everyone in the chat who's concerned for my well-being. I have a condition called placeboitis. Anytime I see anyone experiencing any kind of medical-induced hallucination or...
Well, I don't think it's medically induced. It's flavor-induced.
Well,
you've been flavor blasted.
You're flavor blasted, and then you're blasted.
Michael, this is perfectly natural. You just got to go along with it.
I've received what feels to me like a very strong flavor blast. I understand intellectually I have not received a flavor blast through the digital mainframe, but to my own body I have no understanding of this. It's like my mind is telling me no. You know what? We don't support those people.
What people? What are we talking about here?
People who create music and then do bad things. We don't quote their songs live on air.
All right. Listen, Ms. Flavor, Miss Blasted, I would say your best bet is to sell that furry ornament as whatever animal you like, and then save up to buy yourself a flavor blaster on eBay, which you can do. I will even earmark this for you.
Please send it to me.
I'll have my confidant posted in the chat.
Okay. What do you put? Do you put like the flavor in the blaster? I don't understand. It's not blasting.
Well,
flavor blasted.
It blasts the flavor inside, I would assume. Instead of just on the outside, maybe it's internal flavor blasting, which is like, that's a new paradigm in blasting flavors.
That is so you'll get so blasted.
Can you imagine?
Oh, okay.
Well, pretty soon you'll be able to imagine flavor. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Flavor, we do have to move on to our next student, but best of luck in your endeavors.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate you being here.
Thank you for letting me put this cost on my credit card. Thank you.
Of course. We'll see you on the other side of the flavor moon. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
You're still pretty blasted, aren't you, Michael?
I was just shaking it off there. Yeah, I am sorry, everyone. If anyone else appears on tonight's program in an altered state, I cannot guarantee that my placebo differus will not act up.
Placebo differus? You feel that? I didn't realize you suffered.
That's right. You know those commercials where people drink coffee in the morning?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I can't watch them after 4 p.m. Is that what you're supposed to do when you deliver a killer joke? You hit your mic, right? Is that what you do?
Yeah, you hit it on your leg.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, Mikey Chappelle over here. All right. I have to find this. I got to get a new toothpick, but we also have another student we're going to bring in here. So say hello to, oh geez. I clicked something that's not supposed to happen. It's Vimy Carmelo. Thought I lost everything there for a sec. Hey, Vimy.
What's the deal? What's good, y'all?
The deal is we're about to impart some knowledge. What's good is you being here with us tonight, my friend. How are you?
Man, I'm hanging in there. You know, it's real hard these days. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you mind sharing with us a little bit about what's making things so hard for you these days?
yeah, man, I can't find any of my music on Spotify. You know what I mean?
Hold on. How are you? You are a musical artist?
Yeah, I'm Vimy Carmelo.
Now, everyone in the chat, do you recognize this man? In 30 seconds, I'll find out if anyone recognizes you. Well, welcome to the show, Vimy.
What do you got? What do you got there?
I don't know. I saw some like young buck like biting his chain. I'm just trying to keep up with the times. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of gross. It's a little dusty. So I did not enjoy that.
Well, don't consider that a waste of time because you've learned that you don't enjoy doing that. So it was worth doing it that one time. Let's go back to you said you have your music on Spotify. You log in one day and you realize all your music's gone. What prompted this removal of your art, my friend?
I don't know, man. It's probably the other guys, trying to like diss or I don't know. See, y'all might not. I don't know. In case you don't know, in the chat, it's Vimy Carmelo. If you ever have like had your music on shuffle, and then prior to the last month when my music has been gone, and you're about to freak. When you're about to freak someone, you know what I'm saying?
Indubitably.
Absolutely.
You ever freak someone and then you hear a song, in your freak playlist, but then somebody starts talking in that song.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, girl.
And you didn't think they were going to start talking?
Right. And somebody's just telling a story. That was me in the group,
So you're the talker.
I'm the bass talker guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they remove any song that you talked on, or did they just remove your talking from each song?
It depends. Some of them they kept the song. The ones that are like high quality freaking, they kept the song and removed Vimy Carmelo from the song. But some of the songs they were just like because I there was one of them I talked for like a minute and a half and they were like, we can't salvage this. So
Vimy, we have some questions coming in from the chat here.
Okay.
Some people who do actually recognize your stuff. Oh, Flavor Blast is back. Somebody wants to get blasted with the flavors.
Oh snap! Okay.
alongside Vimy. Oh,
Hey.
somebody's having a tough time.
Whoa.
She's
That's
real
okay.
lost in the powder over there.
No, it's all right. Hey, little girl. Little girl. Oh, okay.
So
So
we got
are you
somebody.
sure it was your talking in the songs that got you
It
removed
might
from
have been. I
Spotify?
don't know. I'm not. It could have been. I got to be careful around little white girls. I can't.
Somebody wants to know. Victor Crack Cobain wants to say.
Uh,
So they ask if you. So you say. So you spit. How hot is it? Is it lava or warm toast?
well, of course, I'm partial to my spit, so I would say it's hot lava. But I don't know. You ask who is it? Who's the CEO of Spotify?
Let's find
He's
out.
a Swedish guy, I think.
Yeah,
Swedish? Is it the Swedish chef?
yeah. It's he probably what I'm saying. He probably hating on my spit. He probably thinks it's like you know warm toast. What is warm toast? Maybe like microwave toast. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Daniel Eck.
Daniel Ek.
Okay, that's the guy. That's the guy. See, that's who. All right. If anybody, I'm gonna just put it out there. If anybody, what I'm saying, has a line on Daniel Eck, go ahead and kneecap homie. Okay, just go ahead and just like take him out. You know what I'm saying?
Daniel
Tell him
Ek.
Vimy sent you. You know what I mean?
Daniel Ek. That's how you pronounce his last or spell his last name. Notorious, actual, real person.
Okay.
That's
You
right.
heard it here tonight, folks. What our guest would like you to do. Putting a pin in that for a moment. I want to go back to something you had mentioned earlier, my friend.
Uh-huh.
You had mentioned that you seem to be in the world of freak.
That's right.
And as you tell it, not everyone is a big fan of your contribution to the genre.
Correct.
Do you have any non-threatening words for the people out there who maybe aren't giving you the respect you deserve as a freak contributor?
Yeah. I mean, look, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Vinny Carmelo, he a real person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I, when you hear me come on in the middle of you freaking, that's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? That's like narrating some real stuff. Everything I talk about in those songs, it really happened to a real person, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't get to share that with the masses, then what I'm saying, I've been depressed. I've been, what I'm saying, I went ahead and got a therapist or whatever. You know what I mean?
And
Like I'm desperate at this point. You know what I'm saying?
you are, correct me if I'm wrong, you're politely asking people to continue coitus as you're sharing your truths. You're not
That
asking
is
them
correct.
to stop and revere or really do much. You're just saying, you keep doing what you're doing and let me do my thing.
Yeah.
And at the end of this, we'll both walk away having grown.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just imagine me as like the voice in your head, you know what I mean, while you're like thrusting and freaking, Just I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm just like it's like, me in A Christmas Story when Gene Shepard, you know what I'm saying, is like narrating the movie and he's the voice of like, Ralphie when he gets
Right.
older, but he's
Yeah.
also like, what I'm saying, he's like in your head and Ralphie's head at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? That's me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm sorry. I'm just going on and on and on. I know I gotta get to selling something. That's why
Actually,
I came here.
hold on. I actually have one more thing.
I'm
here.
a kid. Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, sorry, Michael. You go ahead. I was going to say we probably should because we're running out of time, but
I'll make this quick. This won't open any new threads. This is just closing
Yeah.
the one that's already been established. As I'm replaying sort of the scenario here that you find yourself in, are people telling you that they're stopping having sex when your voice comes on? How are you aware of the fact that whenever your song plays that this is what happens?
So there was this email from the Spotify exec team.
Yeah.
They do that, you know. Um,
They send out those group emails.
this, mm-hmm. and
Right.
they
Everybody's
said,
BCC'd.
yeah, exactly. And they said, look, there's a certain point right after the like, you know, second verse of every song that where people are just like hitting pause, or they're just like, you know, skipping, you know. And that's when, you know, Baby Carmelo enters the track, you know, with a little narration jam, a little narration joint. And, you know, so that's how I know. That's how I know it's getting pulled. That's why it's getting pulled.
It makes
You
a lot
know,
of sense that it would be a very straightforward, data-driven
it's all
reason
metrics.
for that.
It's all metrics these
It's all
days.
metrics.
You know?
It's all data. Everybody cares about an algorithm or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So, Vimy, we got a couple minutes left. What do you like to sell?
Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I said I got to be careful, you know, around these white girls, but you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just purge myself a little bit of, you know, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I had what's called a sorted pass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to like regroup. Okay, it's a long story. We ain't got time to go into it, but I will just say, if anybody's looking to buy, I got the box set right here. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I gotta say, I mess heavily with this joint. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
What is the packaging? What is it? Is it
It's deluxe.
a
Check
rolling
it.
suitcase?
You could attach a wheel. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You could attach a couple of wheels down here, but look, see, open it up, bow, right there.
wow.
Yeah,
Thou indeed.
and check it. It comes with a little secret compartment right here. Episode guide. You know what I'm saying? In addition to, you know,
Wow.
these.
Uh,
The complete series.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
look at him. Look at all that. Look at all that privilege. See all that privilege?
Look at all that privilege.
That could
Look
be
at all
yours.
those
That
black people.
could be yours. You know what I'm saying? Just
So
help Vivi
here's-
Carmelo out. Sorry. Anyway.
So, Vimy, here's what I'm going to suggest, which is that box set's only going to run you about $50 on eBay. But
Okay.
here's the good news. You got to put out a solo album, and that way you can't run into this issue with Spotify again.
No shit. Wow. Okay.
And you know what I'm going to recommend you do also?
Yeah.
This is called viral. Well, I don't think it's viral marketing. It's something else. It's a different marketing term that I'm going to call it viral marketing, though. All right.
right.
You're going to take when you sell that Gilmore Girls for $50. You're going to put a copy of your own music on one of those discs. Your debut is going to be on there, and that's the special release.
Yes. That's it. Man.
That's a story. That's a heartwarming story right there. Man finds out how to get people to freak.
Wow. Thank you so much, man. Look, that's perfect. That's perfect.
You're perfect, Vimy. And you just needed a little bit of Lorelei and Rory to help you push you over the edge there.
Yeah, man. Thank you, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
I hope this brings you some peace of mind, Vimy. I know it's been tough lately. I do want to thank you for being so vulnerable, both in your experiences with Spotify and with your words, not mine, little white girls.
I appreciate it. My therapist is gonna be real happy, real proud of me this week. I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you.
All right, I'm coming to your freak parties. I'm coming to them sheets. You're gonna hear my voice again, Vimy Carmelo. Peace and love.
Peace and love, Vimy. Wow, the future legend right there.
That right there was our ace in the hole. And if I know anything about poker, you always follow up your ace in the hole with the Gold King. And coming up next for our guests
I guess,
workshop.
I mean, I'm more of a blackjack man, but there's no Gold King in poker, Michael. Come on, you can't try to run a card game reference past a degenerate gambler.
Well, I didn't want to use any specifics that would tap into your virulent gambling addiction. So I purposefully used specifics that would not have any relation to any game that's ever been played in a back alley or in a casino.
You know, it's good because it just made me pissed off about card games, and now I am actively against gambling. So your mission has been accomplished for this segment.
Now that we've done that, I believe we have another guest here in the pipeline.
We do. Frank Anselmo is here in the pipeline and ready to get spit out of the pipe into the waters of Power Selling 101.
You could have gone Mario. You went Raging Waters there, my friend.
I'm a water park man through and through. You know I love me some Hurricane Harbor.
Frank.
Hello, brothers. Hello. Finding the salvation, finding a new creation, giving life to the world we live in today. I appreciate and the honor of riding high with you boys.
Well, the honor is all ours, my friend Frank. We find you here in a pensive mood. You seem like you have a lot on your mind. Thank you for joining us, nonetheless.
I want to say that the best music is soul music. If any, I dedicate Isley Brothers to you, brother. And this knife here is what I come to sell.
That knife right there.
That was a very jarring transition from dedicating an Isley Brothers song to a previous guest into flashing a large knife on screen. But I liked it. Jarring, but delightful.
Much like the Isley Brothers, this blade carries its own story.
Now, at the risk of going long here, let me ask some questions about this knife here. That was a knife joke, a long knife joke.
Oh, I thought it was a joke about how our show always goes long like a knife.
So, Frank, before we sort of get into this large knife you have in front of you, I'd like to learn a little bit more about yourself. I see a knife on screen. I see a fabulous Pantera poster in the background there. Have you rolled with a rough crowd, my friend?
It was year 2001. I was on my last leg. I got the phone call from let's just say, the drummer of drummers, Alan. He says, Frank, don't you know all the lyrics to System of a Down's first album? And I said, hell yeah. And I ran 2 blocks down to my drummer's house, and there they were. A god of guitarists, Chris, and a god of bass playing, his name was Ben something. And they both said they just came back from a Pantera concert.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
ready to rock. They're ready to roll. Now, do you know the lyrics to System of a Down? Because Pantera's guitar riffs are way too damn hard. And I said, yes, I know. I know System. I know Serge Tankian's lyrics. I've been to 4 of their concerts. Before the 2001 album came out, which they thought it was the first, but it wasn't the first. And I sang, and we made music together, and because of Pantera, kept our band strong. We were called Unforeseen Fate, and we lasted for about a year, and that's a long time in high school.
Did you say Prophecy of Fate?
That sounds even cooler. We were called Unforeseen Fate because our fate was so unforeseen.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so if anyone joined us within the last 3 minutes, they didn't hear the beginning of that story. You had 2 friends that you just identified by first name. Then you have a friend named Ben, whose name you wanted to let us know you've forgotten.
No, it's
I
been
had a
something.
joke.
You know, Ben.
I had a real non-PC joke when I first met him,
Hmm.
and I just call him now Bend Over. It's more polite.
Well, it was a different time back then, 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be so hard on
Right,
yourself,
right
Frank.
before the towers fell. Right before we joined the band. A month before. A
Is
day
that-
after my birthday.
Was that the catalyst for joining the band?
No, we joined the band about a month before that happened. Sorry, sir.
Oh, sorry.
It
I
actually kept the
misheard.
band. It kept the band stronger.
The tragedy of 9/11 brought the members of the band together. You became a tighter outfit. Well, here's what I want to know. I know in the early 2000s, new metal and hard rock were experiencing their heyday. There was a radio station here in San Antonio, B-Dirt, and they played lots of System of a
Oh, yeah.
Down,
I listened to a ton of B-Dirt.
lots of Stained, lots of this sort of very emotional but aggressive and sometimes socio and politically aware hard rock music.
Lots of Linkin Park, lots of Avenged Sevenfold, lots
Godsmack.
of AFI.
You forget Creed. Creed was a real Christian metal band.
But it's not new metal, but you're right. They had a couple Creed songs on B-Dirt.
Frank, did you ever hear the Florida Marlins song Marlins Will Soar by Scott Stapp of Creed?
Scott Stapp had a bunch of weird things happen to him. I remember he wanted to be he thought he was Obama's assassin. He thought he was summoned by the CIA. He had a few episodes, and that's what happens when you give somebody a lot of money, a lot of drugs, and a lot of riffs of the same exact song over and over
That's right.
and over and over.
The year was 2003. And I was at a B-Dirt gas station event, and I spun a little wheel, and they said, you can pick out any CD you want. You've won a free CD. And they had Stain's first album, which was, I believe, just a self-titled. And then they had a pop-punk album by a band called Show Off, which was a one-hit wonder on Madonna's label Maverick. And I chose the pop-punk album. And I feel like that was a crossroads in my life where if I would have chosen that Stained album, I could have been on the lower part of this screen wielding a large knife, about to tell the story of the knife.
I must admit, Stain was a band that made two good songs. I believe Mud Shovel and a real emotional song that Fred Durst sang with them.
Now, I really want to know what you guys' stance is on POD, because that's the only metal band that I recognize really is like a good Christian metal
story.
band.
Quick Ozfest story. I went to see System of a Down open up for Ozzy, the second to last band. I can't remember the year, 2004 maybe, 2003. Who knows? All the concerts are hazy. But POD was scheduled to play.
Oh.
And the whole crowd for hours talked shit. I was curious because I knew that Here Comes the Boom was a dope track.
An amazing track.
And I knew that the ethical song of We Are, We Are, the Youth of the Nation, was a timeless track.
Mm-hmm.
Little do we all know, POD came to bring the motherfucking fire. And the whole place was in smoke and awe. POD is the shiznit.
That's right. They here's something I love that POD did. I believe they were some kind of a Christianity offshoot. I believe they worshipped Jah as opposed to Jesus or God. However, I guess one day when they had a record label meeting with Tooth and Nail, the Christian emo and indie rock and pop punk label, they must have worn their ties and walked in there and pretended to be the most Jesus-loving band that ever lived. And they got their first album, or the first EP, I think, was on Tooth and Nail. And it was always strange because they were a little bit more new metal. They're a little bit heavier. And I think it became pretty obvious they were not like a conventional Christian arena rock band.
Well, of course not. I mean, exactly. But that's the thing is like what they did by having such a hard rocking sound that could fill your brains with all this noise. It really changed the way people thought about Christian music. I thought about, I think about Reliant K. I'm like, that ain't nothing compared to POD, right? If I'm going to listen to a live or fucking Sadie Hawkins dance, I'm picking a live 10 times out of 10. And that's on Christian or on regular radio. All right. Be dirt aside.
Frank, be honest with me now. Don't give me a PC answer. Let's pretend it's 2001 before the towers fell and it was fine to call your friends bend over. What do you think about 13-year-old white boys listening to Reliant K and Blink 182? Did you encounter any of those in your band days?
What was the first band name again? I heard Blink 182. Before that, it was
Reliant K.
Oh, Reliant K. I always named it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, skater punk. To be honest with you, at 12 years old, prior to 2001, I grew up a lot of skate punk, Orange County, California. And I was just thinking about the one Christian band that I loved, and I wasn't full on with the Jesus Christ, even though I know now who my savior is personally. That's right. MXPX was my punk skater band. The album Let It Happen, over 30 plus songs for $15. What 12-year-old boy is going to buy that shit? And every jam, I swear to you, will have your head bopping. Will have you singing along.
I had that CD, my friend, and I'll tell you what happened. I walked into a record store called Penny Lane. You remember Penny Lane? And
no, not over here in the West Coast. I never heard of Penny Lane.
They used to open their CDs and allow you to listen to them, and then you would give the CD back, and then they would put it back in the case and then sell it as if it was still new. So they'd sell you an open CD for full price. So I went to buy the Let It Happen CD by MXPX, and I guess whoever they had given it to listen to had lost the booklet for the CD. So very sneakily, as I bought the album, and I didn't realize this till I got home, the guy had left for a moment because he went to go print out the cover on a printer at the store, and he put it in the CD tray, and I walked home, or I drove home, my mom drove me home, whatever, and I opened it up, and it was just like a thin piece of paper with that blue cover with a little logo, whoever that, I don't know what the MXPX guy's name was.
The skater punk, yeah.
Skater punk, that's right. And you know what? I just let it happen. I just chose to enjoy those 30 songs.
You didn't move to Bremerton, did you?
Not yet, no.
It's a song on the album. Damn good, fine album. Every song kind of said it all. I'm joining GSF. I made up my mind. It's taken me 19 years. It's like a heartbreak song about women just don't make sense sometimes.
Mike Herrera.
Punk rock to just easy listening.
That's right. And Mike Herrera's been doing some quarantine live shows, playing acoustic versions of his songs. Pressed it to vinyl a couple months ago.
He did a song with Goldfinger. That's right. I love me some Goldfinger. Saw them twice.
Well, you guys were talking more about bands. We do have to move along. But, Frank, I got good news. Your knife, you can sell that thing for at least $57.99, perhaps more if you include the case.
I got you. Don't forget the storytelling up on the bridge right here. It's got a wolf with a full moon crying in his pack right here.
Oh, I didn't even notice those details.
It's got animals all handcrafted, both sides.
Oh, that added at least another $100, I would imagine. I went do a little bit more research, and I will personally get back in touch with you with the proper price quote, but we do have one more student we must see. So I'll be in touch separately, Frank. Thank you so much.
Amen, brothers.
Take care, my friend. I thought it was a Pantera poster, but apparently it was an Xbox.
It was a screensaver.
Yeah.
For Dead Rising. Unless Pantera, the band, plays heavily in Dead Rising. Maybe you're at the Pantera concert, where Dimebag Darrell met his end. That's how the plot of Dead Rising 3 starts.
I think I played number 2. Is it at a casino? Is it a person who runs around in a casino?
I remember number 1 was a mall. Number 2 might have been a theme park.
Okay.
And there was probably a casino element to it.
Now, Tom, I'm going to do something unconventional here. I'm going to go off screen
Oh,
for a
was
second.
in Vegas. Wiz World Live just corrected me on
Right.
that one.
I'm going to go off screen for a second, and I want you to
Okay.
introduce our next workshop student. I'll be right back.
Great. This is perfect. I'm going to introduce our final student who has a what in the something just he just copied and pasted something. Tebow, our final student. What is this? Fully integrated technology solution, quick to market, fully integrated.
Dun, 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 Super Tebow. Hello, everyone.
Tebow.
Hey there, Tom Parrott.
It's me. What is this thing that you just copied and pasted into the chat?
Oh, yeah, it's an old PEO. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the infamous PEO, Professional Employment Organization. It's an integrated platform, human technology. So we're going to we're going to be covering a lot of that today.
So that's what you're going to sell this to us?
Yeah, I can't guarantee I got a price on my hands. We gotta take you through underwriting.
Well, that's where we got the price. We can quote you on that. But tell us a little bit more about this product, and also your lovely camouflage hat there.
Yeah, first of all, the PEO is not a product. It's a service.
Okay.
This is not a commodity. It's not like you could type in the words PEO on the NASDAQ or SP 500 and pull it up and buy it. Right. So again, it's not for sale. What it really does do, though, is it's a fully integrated technology solution designed to give you a little bit more cost containment, risk mitigation in this litigious state of California that we've all been living in. I mean, I'm saying this from the greater area of Tucson, but I work for a PEO company which will remain nameless. Basically, what I do for the last 25 years is I help companies run better, grow faster, and make more money.
Those are three very important things. Michael, if you're just joining us, Tebow here is some sort of a PEO man.
Yeah, Professional Employer Organization.
You heard of those before?
It's the hottest thing on the market. And again, it's not for sale. I can't give you a price. What we got to do is we got to take you through underwriting. We're gonna look at your health insurance. We're going to look at any sexual harassment claims against you. We're going to look at any litigious wage and hour lawsuits that you might have filed with the state of California. We're going to go into your background, see if there's any workers' compensation claims working for or against you. So again, I can't guarantee it that we're going to have something that'll, fit you. But if you can get approved, this has a strong return on investment.
Does it matter that
really
we both are
return on investment.
not based out of California? I mean, Michael and I both live in San Antonio in Texas.
Well, let me back up. I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm from the greater Tucson area. My name is Tebow. My friends call me Thomas, Tom, or Tebow, or Tom Bowden. Today was day one on the job for me, and they already hooked me up with this swag, as you can see.
Today is your first day.
Yeah.
Today is your first day doing this.
And they gave you a jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, one thing I want to convey to y'all is I can't wait for tomorrow.
Okay.
That,
yeah.
I mean, if you
we
get a
understand.
jacket
I mean, this
day
was
one,
day-
then yeah, that makes
This
a lot
was
of
day
sense.
one on the right. This is day one
Right.
on the job. I can't wait for tomorrow.
That's a good point.
You may find yourself like a number one.
Oh, hold
Potential
on. I'm
draft?
sorry to interrupt. I work full time too.
No,
As a-
no worries.
I'm a
I'm glad you clarified that.
business performance advisor.
Now, as a business performance advisor, you're working with different companies, right? You're trying to,
Help them run better,
right,
grow faster,
Mhm.
and make more money.
and make more money. Now, have they given you any?
Hold on. Besides the swag, basically they gave me one job today, right?
Okay.
Which was announced on LinkedIn that I started a new role with, again, a PEO company, which will remain nameless. But if you were to Google me on LinkedIn, you would see that obviously today was my first day. I can't wait for tomorrow. They gave me this good swag. The second group that I joined, besides LinkedIn, because I didn't have a LinkedIn account before this, was have y'all ever heard of the group? I think it's got almost 1,000 followers. It's called Best Quotes of the Day.
It's a website or what is it?
Every day they send you a quote, like a quote of the day. So can I share with you on my first day what quote they sent to me?
Please do.
If you can't measure it, you can't improve it.
On your very first day, what are the chances?
I can't wait for tomorrow.
Have they given you any indicator as to how the tiers of free swag go? Like,
Well, that's a great question. So if I could go back in time, what would I do? Is that the question you just asked me?
sure.
So if I wasn't doing this, when I was 20 at Wake Forest, I was an accounting major, and I hitchhiked across the country, and that was back then when you could hitchhike. Landed at a little spot called the Whiskey A Go-Go. You ever heard of this?
On the
place?
Sunset
Off the
Strip?
Sunset? That's right. So I was basically a back bar. I was working back bar there from 1982 to 1983. So probably some of the funnest times I had. God, I mean, the 80s. I mean, that was a heyday. I mean, I saw Bon Jovi come through there, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, man.
Did you ever see Racer
Van
X come
Halen.
through there?
Racer X. No, is that David Cronenberg movie, Eraserhead?
That's David Lynch.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought that was Cronenberg, but okay. Interesting.
So, have you been wearing that jacket the whole day, or have you taken it on and off throughout the day?
So, if I'm hearing you correctly, your question you're asking me is, have I ever failed anyone in life? Is that, and who and why? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Probably my ex-wife.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's not funny. Are you married?
No, actually, I am not. Well, I'm not allowed to say if I am married. Let's just say that there's a certain person who may or may not live in Hollywood, who may or may not have been in the Darjeeling Limited short film.
Oh, Darjeeling Limited.
I can neither confirm nor deny that this person who I am married to who I am legally not allowed to say who they are, was in the Darjeeling Limited short film. And let's just say that their name is not Jason Schwartzman. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry to ask you a question about you failing your wife.
Well, okay, if you're going to ask me that, so you're basically, your follow-up question is what are my flaws and where do they come from?
In so many words, yes.
Well, you tell me, buddy. I mean, I guess I didn't. I waited until middle life until I, went for the big time. To be honest with you, like I didn't think I was good enough to be a PEO, work for a PEO.
So you had opportunities you had an opportunity to apply for this position, but you voluntarily removed yourself from the running?
Yep. That's right.
Did you purchase the hat yourself?
Yeah, I did when we broke up. Well, I don't call it a breakup. She does. But when we divorced, I took this hat, and that's pretty much all she left me. And then my kids for Christmas, we have a rule: don't talk to me every Christmas. But last Christmas was our time to talk, and we didn't do anything over the phone. We just mailed each other envelopes, and they sent me these blue light glasses because I told them I was working for a PEO company, and we work on computers.
Right.
And they wanted me to be, and they were, I almost got fired my first day because they were telling me to stop squinting on the Zoom call, and because I couldn't see anybody.
So when you say you almost got fired on your first day, you meant earlier today you almost got fired?
Before lunch. Yeah, before lunch.
And
I was squinting and I couldn't see anything. I didn't know I was not on mute. I was,
that's a tough position to be in.
Yeah, I was cussing at my roommates, you know what I mean? And F this, take your ball sack and, blah, 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 blah. But it wasn't necessarily, it's not the first time somebody's ever not cussed on a Zoom call, but they were recording it live as a national call and introducing all the new faces. And I had my business swag on that they gave me with the logo. And apparently I was being introduced, and I didn't realize I was on a video. So yeah, they brought me into HR and ill conflict resolution. And we had to go back through the handbook and the job descriptions and all that stuff.
But it sounds like you rebounded quickly.
Well, I'm on a performance improvement plan, but yeah, if I don't hit my numbers tomorrow, I'm on paper. So.
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm just updating my cookies here.
We should probably move along. You don't have a product, Tebow, so I'm not sure what you want us to help you sell. Oh, okay.
Well, I did bring something.
Okay, I was concerned when you were talking about PEOs and stuff.
Well, because that's more of an underwriting thing, I didn't want to do that, so I figured I'd bring them something else with just this measuring tape. I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. And anyways, if you can't measure it, you can't improve it. And, It's all about improving your life. You can do that diagonal. You can do it long ways. You can do it from a width perspective, depth perspective. So how far away am I from you guys? Right? Like y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. It's almost has a 3D-like effect for me here. If you were almost fired today and they gave you a jacket, what are some of the other gifts that people get on their first day if, let's say, they didn't almost get fired?
Well, Probably they would, like talk to you about some of your past accomplishments, what have you. I don't really know. It's my first day. I wish I could give you a little bit more there, but I don't really have much as far as that goes.
When's the last time you slept?
So you're asking me if I had 24 hours left on this planet, what would I do? Is that what?
In so many words.
You're asking. Yeah, I probably wouldn't sleep. I would probably listen to a religious and atheist debate on YouTube. That's the only thing that puts me to sleep.
Now, more and more these days, people are going online to buy their hardware supplies. So I think there is a market for this. What you called a ruler, but I'm going to call a measuring tape. I think there is a market here for this. What you're going to want to do, my friend, is you're going to want to find something that you can place beside it for scale, so that people know how large this measuring tape is. Do you have a blender or anything? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
What's more important than COVID?
Destroying COVID.
That's right. That's a good point, Tom Parrott.
Oh,
that is a good point. What happened?
Tebow. We want you to.
Hey, you. Now go ahead.
We want you to walk out of here empowered to be able to sell your measuring tape. However, I do understand that you find yourself in a precarious position here. You've started a new job. You've done You've been incredibly successful while also almost being fired. And it looks like there's three main positive effects of this company that you're working for. You've signed up on LinkedIn. You signed up for Quote of the Day. You seemed very amenable to Tom's suggestion of what's more important than COVID. There's a lot going on in your life, my friend, and I've never done this before, and I'm going to do it now. I'm going to give you
here we go.
A resplendence guarantee.
First one of the night, only one of the night.
That's right, my friends. If you're still watching, if you're still learning, I want you to very quickly say your words of peace to my friend here, Tebow, because he is the last workshop student of the night. He's just capped us off with some vicarious learning. Everybody, we've come to the part of the show, to the part of the seminar where we become one. Now, there's people in the chat. There's people watching on Channel 59 in San Antonio. Tebow is here. Tom Parrott is here. I am here. And now...
You want me to hear my poem?
Do I want you to hear your own poem?
Yeah. Do you want to hear my poem?
I would love to hear your poem. I would like this to be a unifying moment for everyone here. We have a question for you before we give this poem. Ice Cream Cone wants to know, Tebow, Rush Hour 3 and thoughts. And any thoughts about Rush Hour 3?
So you're asking me what are some patterns in my life? Rush Hour 3, I tell you what, I'm not in the 90s stuff. That's more of a 90s thing. I love the 80s. And this is a poem from the 1880s. It's called Frost at Midnight by Samuel Coleridge Taylor. Are you guys ready to hear that?
Please. Hit me with it.
The frost performs its secret ministry unhelped by any wind. The owlet's cry came loud and hark again, loud as before. The inmates of my cottage, all at rest, have left me to that solitude, which suits abstruser's musings, save that at my side, my cradled infant, slumbers peacefully. 'Tis calm, indeed, so calm that it disturbs and vexes meditation with its strange and extreme silentness. Sea, hill, and wood, this populous village. Sea and hill and wood, with all of the numberless goings-ons of life inaudible as dreams, the thin blue flame lies on my low-burnt fire and quivers not. Only that film, which fluttered on the grate, still flutters there, the sole, unquiet thing. Methinks in its motion in the hush of nature gives it dim sympathies with me who live, making it a companionable form, whose puny flaps and freaks the idling spirit by its own moods interprets, everywhere echo or mirror, seeking of itself, and makes a toy of thought. But how oft at school with most believing mind presageful have I gazed upon the bars to watch the fluttering stranger, and as oft with unclosed lids already had I dreamt of my sweet birthplace and the old church tower, whose bells, the poor man's only music, rang from morn to evening all the hot fair day so sweetly that they stirred and haunted me with a wild pleasure, falling on my ear most like articulate sounds of things to come. So gazed I, till the soothing things I dreamt lulled me to sleep, and sleep prolonged my dreams, and so I brooded all the following morn, awed by the stern preceptor's face, mine eye fixed with mock study.
Oh, damn. Is that a climax point?
My friends, welcome once again for joining us.
Welcome for joining us. Good night and Godspeed.
May all be well in your worlds. We'll see you next week. Remember,
What a weird way to end it. You got our Resplendence guarantee. Read a poem, it was beautiful, and then all of a sudden.
be well to each other, be well to yourselves. Okay, there's this thing here that comes up that says, who do you want to report? And it says Tebow. And then it says, what happened? It says, other, I'll tell you later. If you're reporting someone and you're in a hurry, I'll tell you later why I'm reporting this person. Some of these are very dark and serious. Okay, let's see in the chat here.
No.
What is the most appropriate reason to report?
Oh, well, we're not. Hold on. I have to take a look at this. We're not reporting him. Why would we report him?
Well, I removed him, and then this popped up, and I guess I can click don't report.
Click don't report.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be banned from Zoom. That's bad. That's like out of character bad.
Well, my friends, this concludes the program. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope that you join us again next week. We'll have some more eBay lessons and tips and tricks and our combined knowledge of Tom and I. Until then, as I said earlier, be well to yourselves and be well to others.
Godspeed.